Hey everyone. Well, all one person that's here, probably. Hey Glenn, how you doing? I saw your sale today. Well, you found a sale that you went to and you got a Cutco knife. That's awesome. Merry Christmas or Merry After Christmas. I'm gonna go to YouTube and see so I can see who's all here. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry. YouTube and see muting. Okay. Anyway, Glenn, since you're here, did you get anything for Christmas that you liked? Harry's here. Hey, Harry. Harry, did you find any sales today? I didn't go to any. I'm still in my PJs, as you can see. Rookie. Yeah, I actually did look for some today, but like at 11 o'clock and I didn't see any, so I probably wouldn't have gone anyway. I was just looking. I might head to the thrift store today because there's nothing for me to do today. My husband's at work and it's just me. So yeah, after this, I might go for about an hour or so and then afterwards go to the thrift store because what else do lonely old people do, right? Found a sale in the hood. Oh, in the hood, huh? Hey, I found good stuff in the hood, depending on how hood you want to call it. Harry, 2 pickups. That's awesome. I'm glad y'all found something this weekend. Even the estate sales. I looked at the estate sales, and because I was going to go to some tomorrow. You would think, even 2 days after, well, they would have to start it on Friday, right? So they probably couldn't go all weekend, but yeah, and this weekend I'm off, so I could have like done some stuff. Next weekend I am working nights, so Glenn, you might see me out after work. It just depends on my mood. I used to go out a lot after work. If you don't know, I work 12 hours, so I used to go out a lot more after work, and it didn't bother me as bad, but like maybe I'm getting older and older. Working 12 hours overnight and then waiting another hour for garage sales to start and then not going to bed till 9 just to work again that next night, it kills me sometimes. Thursday or Friday, third day is what's left over. Yeah, so I was thinking there might be some leftovers tomorrow, but they would have had to start on Christmas Day. So I got some coffee on me. I thought I might show some video games that I got for Christmas. I asked for all Switch games, even though I do play PlayStation. But lately, Blake has been playing more PlayStation. I've been playing the Switch since I got it. And since the Switch is portable, you can take it anywhere. I like the Switch a lot. This is a video. Not yet. No, that won't be for quite some time. No, I don't even think, even if I did, like, if I quit my job, I could maybe get by for a little while on reselling because I just don't have any space. I don't have any space at all. So I don't have a shed in the back or anything. So I don't even know where I would put stuff unless I rented a shed or rented a storage facility and went back and forth. Like, so I'm grateful to have my job, especially in these like tough times, because I know there are people out there that would do anything for a job, you know, especially a decent one like mine. Anyway, hey James, how are you? Okay, so here are the games that I got. Okay, so this is from my brother. This is Katamari Damasi Reroll. And when this came out last decade, like I want to say around 2006, I remember seeing it on a video game show. Back then they had video game shows, and I can't remember what the show was, but it was like on that IT channel, or man, G4, and they had a video game thing and show, and they were talking about this game. I was like, oh, it looks so fun, and it ended up being like the game of the year. And I don't think they made that many copies because a lot of people had no idea what it was. So if you can find that on the PlayStation, it might have a little bit of value. But they remastered it for the Switch, and this is it. And I don't think it costs that much. Greg, no, I do IT. I'm an IT technician, but with the way my job is, someone has to, in my department, someone has to be there at all times. So I'm there like 12 hours. I work, they have a lot of like client servers in there, so people put their servers in the data center, and we kind of watch over them. If one of them has a problem, we'll attach machines to it and see if there is a problem. I don't have any advanced IT knowledge. This is basically what I learned on the job, but I do a little bit of customer service as well, since we do greet customers when they come in. So, Lone Star Picker, it's Louie! Hey! I hope you had a great holiday as well. Again, I said it at the beginning, but Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone had a good one and, you know, had people to spend it. Or if you didn't have people, I know this was kind of like a low-key Christmas for a lot of people, but at least, you know, you had people to talk to over the phone. FaceTime, whatnot. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This was considered a very, very good game. It came out when the Switch came out. And I started playing it last night, but I was kind of tired. And I didn't know where to go. And the map is huge. Like, you can go anywhere. You can climb anything. You can get on top of anything. And I was like, I don't have enough in me to figure this game out. I'm just walking everywhere. I don't know where to go, so I'm going to maybe do this when I'm a little bit more awake. So this was a game I hadn't wanted, but my parents just threw it in, but Goosebumps the Game. And this, I don't think it's very highly reviewed, but I'm going to try it out. It's like a point-and-click game, kind of like Myst, if y'all remember those. Hi, Brick House. I don't know your name. Is it Steve? Looks like it might be Steve. Hello there. Happy after Merry Christmas. Merry after Christmas. There we go. Okay, so this game, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, this one's still sealed. My husband got me this one. If you don't know, they won't be making this after March 31st. So this might become a little collector's item, because I'm reading comments, sorry. You won't be able to find this unless it's on the aftermarket after March 31st or whenever. So they put this out and they're like, after March, that's it. So I'm excited to play it. It's got 3 games in there: Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. If you pick up video games to resell, you've probably seen Mario Galaxy a million times. Sunshine is on the GameCube, and Super Mario 64 is on the 64. Sometimes those newer games do it on purpose. Is that what you say? Hold on, I'm going up. For those who like a challenge and to make you buy the key assist. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I was just tired, and I thought it was asking me to go to a certain place, and I couldn't find that place. So I was getting kind of frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I'm too tired. Yeah, so. But that's all the video games that I got. I'm going to have a lot of fun with those. It's probably going to take me a while to get through them. I'm still playing the ones that I got. I only had a few Switch games, which is why I asked for games. But I'm playing Luigi's Mansion 3 right now, and it's so much fun. I just finished playing Pokemon Sword, and that was pretty mad. Like, I had played Pokemon Platinum, and that was so much fun, and I was like obsessed with playing it on the DS. And then I got this Pokemon on the Switch, and just, I don't know, it's too simplistic. I know it's meant for children, but I don't know, I didn't like it. I got 9 people in here. Thanks, y'all. This was like kind of a weird extra present that my husband gave to me, and only my husband would give this to me. But we were watching the Heaven's Gate documentary on HBO. Super good. It's like multiple episodes, and we loved it. Like I was interested in that stuff already, and I listened to some podcasts about it. But then we watched the show, and it was super good. You thought it kind of sucked too, the Pokemon game. But yeah, Heaven's Gate documentary. If you're interested in that stuff, watch it. Anyway, so we had noticed that they were wearing patches. They were all like sci-fi nerds in that cult, and they would watch Star Trek all the time. So they all like made patches that say Heaven's Gate away team, as in like they were gonna be beamed up one day. And my husband got one for me. Isn't that crazy? I love it though. I'm gonna attach it to my jacket. Don't worry, we won't be dying in a mass suicide. Hopefully. Been wanting to watch Heaven's Gate. Yeah, it's so good. There's like a lot I didn't know. Everybody, it's on HBO. We watched it on HBO Max. We don't have cable. But yeah, so everybody in the cult, they would call each other something Odie. Like if one of them's name was Sawyer, and so he was Soyody. And I know. So you might have a name, like my name might be Natodi. And so me and my husband were calling each other like Natodi and Blacody. So that was fun for a couple days. What a weirdos. Have y'all been watching anything interesting? I don't think I've really watched anything lately. I've been just playing games and working. I had to work on Christmas a little bit. Had to work all night on Christmas Eve. Then I worked until 6 a.m. on Christmas. I should add. Thanks everybody for showing up. I just wanted to, have a little chat. I miss my YouTube people, and I don't get to talk to y'all enough, and feel like I've been kind of away from the community. I try to, make sure I'm kind of caught up with people, but catching them up manual. Okay, so we don't have Disney Plus. So we saw the first season of Mandalorian, but we have not seen the second one. So unfortunately, I've seen like some spoilers where like they show his name, the baby Yoda, the child's name and stuff. Thrifty Lobster, Cajun Reseller. Man, like some of my favorite people are here. Awesome. We're just talking about shows and stuff. Like, yeah, I haven't seen The Mandalorian, the second season, but the first season was pretty good, and I am not really that much of a Star Wars fan. I think they've gone really downhill in their last few movies, and so I feel like The Mandalorian kind of, in a way, saved that whole franchise. People are actually interested in that. Worth the $8 for a binge watch? Yeah, maybe I'll just pay for it for a month and just watch that. But we're not Disney people. Although lately we've definitely, well, I say we, Blake does too, but before this whole pandemic happened, we were still not Disney people, but we were like, we don't want to go to Disney World or Disney. I love theme parks, but I'm like, I don't care about I just don't want people running strollers in front of me and like all these kids. I don't dislike kids or anything, but I'm just like, there's going to be kids running around everywhere and babies in strollers, and it's going to be terrible. But now I'm kind of looking at Disney World, now that I haven't been anywhere in a year. Now I'm like, oh, that sounds so much fun. I just want to go anywhere, like, please. I thought about going to Mexico, because you can still go to Mexico, but I'm like, yeah, it's just not a good idea to travel. It really isn't. I'm not a Disney freak, but they stole Simpsons and SW and Star Wars and some of National Geographic. Right, so they're kind of becoming this monopoly where they're buying up everything. They're just kind of getting on my nerves, but I do want to experience Disney World because when I was a kid, we were too poor to go. the only reason I got to go to like Dollywood is because my grandparents took me. How about we talk about sales? Have y'all been making any sales lately? Or what's the best thing you sold maybe this week, or sold any on Christmas? Sounds like you had a bad experience with no, I haven't, but I'm just like seeing a lot of people take their kids that are under 5 years old, because I think is it under like 2 years old or something? They're free. And I'm like, why would you take an under like a 1-year-old? That sounds like my worst nightmare. I would at least wait until they're 5 years old so they can remember it. Not many sales over here. Okay, so I sold a Magic the Gathering shirt that I got at this church sale, and I feel like it should have gone for more, but it was a small and it had a rip like in the collar. So it was Christmas and it was only $15 anyway, and someone offered me 10. So I just took it. Merry Christmas. Disney is okay. The Dollywood is cool. Right. When I visited Dollywood, it was very simple. There wasn't that many rides. So I remember going there and not being, we were having fun and everything, but it was definitely not some huge theme park. There was a lot of like very simple country things, like they would make lye soap on site. And so I bought some of that. And it was like basically how mountain people lived a long time ago. I don't know if it's still like that, but that's how it was then. And then we went on like a roller coaster. There wasn't like a water area at all. So, like I said, I don't remember very much being there, but people go now and I don't know, I'm sure they've added to it. Take them when they can, will remember. That's what I think. If I had kids, I would take them when they can remember. I wouldn't want to take them when they're 2, and then they're fussy. It's like, if I'm on vacation, I want to enjoy my vacation too. Maybe I'm just selfish. Maybe that's why I don't have kids. Glenn, that's awesome. Like I have several. I haven't been listing. That's why I don't have a lot of sales, but I do have several, and I have an Etsy sale. I have these little elves that I didn't know why didn't sell, because they're so cute, and I only had them for like 20-something dollars on eBay. Well, I put them on Etsy a while back for like 40 with free shipping, and someone bought them yesterday on Christmas. So really excited about that. Gravity Goods shipped out this morning from Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Yeah, I made a couple sales yesterday as well. Awesome. The other day I sold some Indiana Jones comics from the 80s. They took so long to sell, though. They're from early 80s, so they're in like a good time for, like, if you're going to sell comics, like that's kind of a good time. But they were non-sequential, so I had gotten like a bunch of them, and some of them were like in order, and those sold almost immediately. But these took 2 years, and those sold for $15. I sold, let's see. Oh, I sold some little like Christmas peel things that you put on the window. I had those for a long time. I didn't think those would ever sell. And then I sold some Goosebumps DVDs that I haven't been paid for yet. The guy I told him before he purchased that I had another listing with the same 2 and 2 more Goosebumps DVDs. But I don't think he read what I wrote until after he bought it, because then he was like, oh, well, what other ones do you have, and hasn't paid for these. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Oh, let's see if I've missed any. Unloaded my paddle tractor. What is a paddle tractor? I'm not sure what that is. I'm glad y'all are making sales as well, though. I don't have anything exciting. There's definitely some stuff that I think I just took a break from listing. I just wanted like a little vacation, and yeah, so I didn't put up like a rotary phone that I have that's like Bakelite. I didn't put up my Kiss records. I was just burnt out, I guess. But now I'm gonna get back into it, maybe starting tomorrow, and see if we can make any more sales this year. Am I close to Abita Springs? I am not. Abita Springs is like a couple hours away. That's kind of closer to Covington, and I have been in the region though. I've never been to like the Abita Brewing Company, although I want to go. They do have about an hour and a half. Yeah. When I went earlier this year, me and a friend just rode out there, small road trip, and we went to this carnivorous like trail where not all the plants. It's like a regular wooded area, and it has like some like a wooden plank trail that you go down, but almost all the flowers were carnivorous. It was like and the reason they're carnivorous is they're in a like a low nutrient area, so they have to like catch their own food. So it was I've never heard of it, but yeah, if you are around there, definitely go. It's very cool. Sales always slow down from 20th December. Sales have picked up since the eBay promotion has gone live. Is there an eBay promotion, or is that just over there? Because I know you're in like the UK. They canceled the Abita garage sale this year. Oh man, I didn't know there ever was one. I know there's always a garage sale in the spring and fall over here in like kind of the rich area. It's called, of course, I can't think of it. If you know where like Radio Bar and like it's around like Government Street in Baton Rouge, they have a really good garage sale, community garage sale, and I always manage to pick up some good stuff there. But of course, they didn't have it. I wonder if it's more just resellers selling their stuff rather than typical yard sales. I know. So this year, I actually took video of it and never uploaded it because it was one of those things where it's like I did all that trouble of videotaping it, and then when I got home, I was so disappointed that I said no. I don't even want to. I don't even want to like add it to my videos. So I went to St. Francisville, and they had like a big community garage sale, but you had to drive so far to each one. It's like you couldn't really, you could walk to a few of them if they were close, but I was like kind of getting lost. And at the end of the day, I barely came home with anything. And I did come home with a weed that I never listed, of course, but everything else like never even sold. I got some like hats that I was telling Chernock about. If y'all know who Chernock is, he likes hats. But I don't think I have it in me really to vacuum them out because they're all like, you know, they get that thing where they start crumbling. They're like truckers hats, and I don't really think they're that high value. I could be wrong. What do I want to improve in my business in 2021? Probably bookkeeping. I get really behind on that. I'm behind right now. So, yeah, or maybe even do like GoDaddy or something. Hey, Gimbal. How are you? I hope you did too. They're opening a new store. Like, give me 5. Okay. I think I heard about that. Did I see that from Cajun? That would be cool. I wish Baton Rouge had like some outlet stores or something, even like an Amazon outlet or a Goodwill outlet, stuff like that. Tang can happily keep, you know, I thought about sending these to Tang because they've been sitting under my coffee table, sadly. Like, they're kind of one of those projects. If I have to take them out, vacuum them, and then like do the whole thing, and I just don't know if it's worth it. Some of them are like Little League caps, and they're all like vintage, but I don't know. I might just end up donating them, or maybe I can get his address and send them to him, because Diary of a Flipper, hey, how are you? Is it Jonah or Brad? I cannot remember, or maybe neither. I'm having trouble remembering. But yeah, like, it's been a good Christmas. I got my husband some AirPod Pros. I got them on a Black Friday sale. They were like 170. I bought him an iPhone like for Christmas, and I almost got him some AirPods because they don't have like the jack anymore. And but they were just so expensive at the time, and they're still expensive. Brad, Judah, okay, Brad. That's what I thought, because there's two Brads, not in all of Australia, but there's two Brad resellers, and I'm always getting them mixed up. Okay, there's one in Homa called Doorbuster Deals. People lined up at 10 p.m. the night before. Homa is a place I never ever go. Brad, have you been making any sales for like around Christmas Day? We were just discussing that. Yeah, we don't have any of these like $5 deal stores like some places do. That's a good question. Occasion, have you hit up after? Walgreens always has cool Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and I always think about buying them just for myself. But I don't know where I would put it. We're about out of space in this house as it is. Like, I don't have a lot of shelf space. Bookshelves are done. Our closet is always spilling out full of reselling stuff. I think one of my next videos, though, is going to be like showing like just the house and like my closet space, how I fit stuff in the closet, because I have to be kind of careful and I can't take in very big stuff. So I would rather smaller stuff, and when it's bigger stuff, it tends to stick out. So I had like the whole Harry Potter hardback set 1 through 7, and unfortunately it was just sitting on the floor that entire time. So when someone gave me an offer of like $45, that's way less than they typically go for, I was like, yes, please get them out of the closet. Nightmare Before Christmas always sells pretty well in general. Yeah. If I wanted to resell them, but I'd have to get them at a good discount. Brad says, my week before Christmas has slowed right up, but Christmas Day, I had 20 total. Happy. That's awesome. Yeah, I only had a couple. I had an Etsy sale and a small eBay. Like I said, I sold like Magic the Gathering shirt, which a lot of people were interested in, but he gave me an offer of $10, and I'm like, Merry Christmas. Are you into Harry Potter? I am not. I keep trying to read the first Harry Potter, and when I tried to read it like years ago, I got like halfway through, and I was like, this is a little kid's book. Like, this is, I don't know. I just didn't like it. And so since everyone rants and raves about it, I decided to give it another chance, but I still can't get the first book. And there's just stuff I don't like. Like, Harry Potter signs up to be on the Quidditch team, and he's like good, super good, like all of a sudden. And I don't know. I don't have anything against. I mean, I would love to go like Harry Potter Universal Studios thing. I would love to do that. Like, I appreciate Harry Potter, and I think it's very cool, but I cannot get through these books. I've only seen a couple of the movies. What about you, Greg? Oh, you haven't read it yet, you're not going to. Kind of, yeah. They were just, I guess at the time I was just like, I thought this was more for more mature readers, but it seemed like a little kids' books. You love Harry Potter? Have you seen like all the movies and read all the books? Well, obviously you've read the books, but I'm Scottish and I still don't give J.K. Rowling a second chance. I heard a lot of people have been hating on her lately too, so yeah. A lot of people have been appreciating her work lately, but personally not as much. That's very cool that she came up from like being a single mom or whatever and then started putting if that's the true story, I'm not sure. Let's see. We got 8 watching. Man, someone got bored. We did have 9. Let's see. No Poshmark sales lately. And that one Etsy sale has been my first one in months. Yeah, so I don't hate on her. I just don't enjoy it. Yeah. My sister was like at the age where those came out and like, you know, she really, really enjoyed it. So, they're kind of more my sister's thing, and my brother wasn't really much of a reader. So for every book release and at the theater tonight, yeah, I was already an adult, and I remember hanging out with my friend because I just wanted to like hang out. And I remember when the book, I don't remember which one it was. It was like, it was probably 5th, 6th, or 7th, and we waited at Barnes & Noble, and our mayor was reading it. Was reading like an excerpt from it. So I just remember that out of nowhere. Nothing on Posh for me in a while either. Yeah, I haven't been sharing either. Oh my gosh. I did get an email from Posh recently. Let me get rid of this. That you can buy their stock. I don't know if anyone here is interested in that, but it's $300 to buy their stock. Like they're giving you a discount, I think. I am kind of vaguely. I've always kind of been into stocks and like financial stuff, but I thought this was interesting. 7 people. I am really scaring them away, y'all. So maybe by the end of this, I'll have like 1. Or maybe like someone else went live that's way more popular and like everybody's watching them. I don't really care. I'm just joking around. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking about buying the Posh, the stock or whatever. So I hope thrift stores are open today. I might go by Goodwill. I'm sure they won't have anything on a Saturday, like after Christmas. Everybody's trying to spend money. There's nothing really to do. It's like basically entertainment. I guess the offer was only sent to ambassadors. Yeah, I am an ambassador. I tried really hard to be ambassador when I was first on there, and like I worked hard at it. And then once I got it, I think things went downhill. I haven't even added anything to Poshmark in like kind of a while. Yeah, I should put more stuff on there. My home goods do not sell on there. Sell on there at all. My clothes sometimes do. I did sell a blanket on there for like $90. Trying to bust out 20 listings so I can go thrifting. Yeah, I know. I don't have that much to list actually. I was thinking about these little yo-yos that I found earlier this year. And you haven't been sharing either, Glenn? Yeah. I have these yo-yos that might go for some money. Not a lot of money, I would say $20 to $30. I need to get those out of the way. I need to get these shoes that keep getting on my nerves. I have a Chicago Bulls, vintage Chicago Bulls long sleeve. Sold 3 board games on it. Really? Yeah, I just kind of put everything I can on Poshmark and maybe it'll sell. Hi, everyone from Houston. Hi, Bartermania. Happy, I keep saying it wrong. Merry after Christmas. Yeah, I do have stuff I could list, but I want new stuff. You know how it is. Hoping to find better stuff. I really miss garage sales. I haven't been to garage sales in so long, but kind of taking a break because also like COVID has, you know, kind of gone up around here. And so really, ideally, I would like to go to outdoors, you know, outdoors, I feel better, you know, shopping. But in the wintertime here, there's not as many. It's all year round, really, but not nearly as many. Someone who would enjoy listing clothes anyway. Yeah, I don't do a lot of antiques. I do more like vintage toys. I like vintage toys. I like vintage clothes, but when I do find cool clothes, it takes me forever to put them up. I just hate like the measuring and all that. But yeah, I got a small death pile, but it's really, really not bad. Man, is anyone else's like house a mess from Christmas? Because I'm not cleaning it up today because me and my husband are going to clean it up tonight together, but man, it's just a wreck. There's still like wrapping paper. I still got like tissue on the floor. It's awful. I need to wash dishes. Certain ones from when I was a kid. Right. So I would sell these as a lot. There's like 4 Yomega yo-yos, and I'm putting them together just as a lot and just seeing what they'll sell for. I think I have a Duncan in there. I don't know, or maybe I'll go to the bigger thrift store and see if they have anything, but I really doubt anything will be there still on a Saturday. But man, if y'all are listing today, that's awesome. Like, I definitely should be. I thought about it. And that's what counts, right? I'll list some tomorrow. Let's see. January, there probably still won't be that many garage sales. February, probably same. But once March comes, that's when it's going to be in full effect. I'm kind of hoping, you know, like COVID numbers go down, so this year will be more normal. I'm just, man, this year has been a doozy, huh? And not even because of the pandemic. I mean, the pandemic was like the worst part of it, but like it had so many like bad things happen this year, just in general. Greg, quitting your job. I don't think so. I think I'm more comfortable. Oh, I'll post the comment. I think I'm more comfortable with having a secure job than in having this as a hobby, because if my hobby became my full-time job, I don't think I would really enjoy it anymore. It would just become, you know, my job, and like I said, I don't think it would be fun. Like this is what I do literally for fun. Like I started out doing it because I worked at a different job and I just needed extra money because I didn't make hardly anything at that job. I made enough to cover bills, but that was basically it. And so thrifting, you know, reselling basically became money for like anything extra that I wanted. So it was awesome. And then I found out, I'm like, wow, like I'm learning something. Like every time I find something cool, like I learn something new. Like this is amazing. And I have an anthropology degree, and this kind of like feeds into that, you know, like anthropology is about history and the culture of people, and I feel this is when I feel most like an anthropologist, I guess, or an archaeologist. So, sorry, I'm reading this text that came in. But yeah, it's just it's so fun. So if I don't make it enough, if I don't make a certain amount of money every month, that's okay. Like even a couple $100 every month, totally fine. What about y'all? I know most of y'all are like part-time. Is there a certain amount that is just disappointing? I mean, I like to have enough to cover my eBay fees, of course, but like making a couple hundred every month. I make between 300 and 400, I think, every month. From, you know, looking at my books and everything, that's about what I make. So, and that's fine. Like, I can't handle much more. So, if I sold more than 15 things per month, like, it would just be too much for me because of basically my job. Like, I work probably overtime, like, almost every week, like 42 to 48 hours. What kind of jobs do anthropologists go into, like museums? I think I did want to do museums or do some kind of archaeology work, but I quickly realized that was hard to find. But generally, what I was doing that for was, I thought at the time that if I guess the way of thinking was, if you get a degree in just about anything, you will be able to find a decent job. And I found out that really wasn't true. Hi, Dr. Mango. Never seen you in here before, but Merry after Christmas. So, yeah, I wasn't totally expecting to get a job in anthropology, but I thought, like, jobs would just come quicker and they would be like, oh, you have a degree. Not that I could get into anything, but I could at least get on the ground floor of something. And I eventually got into IT, but it didn't necessarily need there. Most everyone there, including my boss, doesn't even have. I don't think my boss has a degree. He might, but the guy I work with, he doesn't have a bachelor's degree. Shazad makes enough to put petrol in his car, and I get a pack of cigarettes. It's awesome though. Yeah, it's nice to have a little extra spending money for sure. And it's money that doesn't, you know, it doesn't come out. If I have to spend money on something, it doesn't necessarily have to come out of my paycheck. So that's cool. But thankfully, this job, I make more than enough to get by on, and the reselling is just extra money. So long story short, how's it going? How was your Christmas? Let me know. Did you get any? Yeah, that's Krillin or Rob. Your voice sounds dynamically fantastic and filled with adroitness. It's giving me ataraxy. What is ataraxy? And is that bad? I'm looking it up. Ataraxy. Does that even mean anything? A state of serene calmness. Oh, that's nice. I'm on the coffee, so that's why I'm going like a million miles a minute. That's very sweet. Yeah, Rob, how was your Christmas? Good to see you here. I'm gonna go for maybe another 15 minutes. Just want to say hey to everyone, you know, like I was saying earlier. Let's see. I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about, but no, I was talking about part-time, doing this part-time, and it's just so fun. And I think I would never know the things that I know now if I wasn't a reseller. Like, I know, you know, people like Rob, they just do like suits or whatever, and like that's what he's good at. But I think being able to pick up like basically anything that I find interesting gives me, it's just rewarding because I find out, like those Kiss records I picked up, like now I know about those records and why they were made and all that. And then, but one time I picked up some like vintage 1930s Iran photos, and like I learned a lot about Iran and Tehran and what it was like back then. So that stuff is just fascinating. And every time I pick up something, like looking up the history, it's just I learn something new. And that's why I don't think I could ever just stop doing this. Like, sometimes I think like, oh man, I just don't want to like do reselling this month, but like I still want to pick up stuff. But if I pick up stuff and don't resell, that's a hoarder. And I don't want to become a hoarder. So I want things going. I want to learn about it. Up. I'm sorry, guys. Well, let me make sure. It's. I know it's wrong. Okay. Iran had. Yeah. Yeah, like, and in these photos in the 30s, actually, there was a man. There's two men walking down like a alleyway, like a bazaar where they were selling rugs and stuff, and they were wearing like stuff that you would have seen here in the 1930s, like a hat and kind of a suit. So Iran was not a backwards country at all. Like I would actually love to go to Iran, but in the last several years it's been dangerous to go. Major headache. I'd be like, stop watching me then. That would have been funny. Knowledge is power for sure. Yeah, I love it. I don't know. I keep saying this, but I don't know if I would know as much as I do today without reselling. Take care, Natalie. Talk to you later. Bye, Greg. Thanks for coming and asking all your questions. I really liked answering them. Pre-revolution. Yeah. And nowadays, I think even in the city, like women can show hair. They still have to keep something on their, covering a head covering, but they can show some hair. And then, but in like the rural areas, they have to keep a complete head covering. And yeah, so I learned a lot about Iran. Rob, how is your mother and father? Do they have like end up with a nice Christmas tree and everything? I love questioning everything and reading rare books. Unfortunately, I've gotten out of reading. I used to love reading, and I would read everything, even in college. Like I would get in trouble with myself because I was supposed to be reading my textbook, and I would go to the library and see other books and want to read those. But once I got out of college, it's like I just didn't want to read anymore. And I have like I've read a few books. It's not like I haven't read anything, but generally I like to read nonfiction. Those are the most interesting to me. I keep trying to get into fiction. Like I have all these Stephen King books here that I got like a big collection of Stephen King books that were gifted to me from my husband's coworker. And I keep wanting to get to them, but it was okay. All right, see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Well, let's see who's all here. We got 6 people. Maybe I'll just close it up early because seems like people aren't really on YouTube. Maybe they're just not watching me, and that's okay. But I'm kind of just out of stuff to talk about anyway. Reading is a slow download process, but some contain psychedelic literature and some sublime secrets that are worth more than all the gold and all the mountains. Agreed. Well, I might just cut it off here. Thanks everyone for stopping by, if you're still in here. I appreciate you guys' comments and everything. Um, and have a great day. Have a great weekend. Hope you're finding everything. Um, hope you're finding some cool stuff and making great sales. See you later. Bye.